Captain's log. There has been some unrest on my ship. Tensions are at an all-time high after Jack and Bill had their disagreement and shot each other. I should keep a keen eye on them both. This could be a sign of the ocean madness that plagues good, honest men like us. Nevertheless, I am sure my newly promoted crew members will serve me well on this island. Undoubtedly, we are sure to encounter many dangers. In this, the next episode of Ocean Madness, a Let's Try Roleplay community theater production.
I had a shit night's sleep.
You did.
That fucking
Who else had a shit night? You? Do you have a shit night's sleep?
I did alright.
You did okay.
Did
No,
alright
no,
last night.
because I have a point of exhaustion. You had a good night's sleep. Tosca.
In the game, I
Sorry, yeah, in the game.
Oh Jesus! No, yes. In the game, I had a shit night's sleep.
Aura / tweet click
Click.
I've forgotten my own name.
I'm happy you remember your own name.
Tweet, click.
It wasn't
Owl
that.
noise, tweet.
Good morning, crew.
Oh, fucking.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, my
How are we doing this morning?
I thought that was all a dream. Oh, shit.
It is a dream. We are fulfilling my dream.
Oh, my bones.
Oh, God. Is this...
Oh, God.
Oh,
I
no.
think I have been sleeping on a rock.
It's like...
Good for the spine.
Was it...
It's really not.
Was it a
Hey,
bottle
wait,
of rum?
move. It's not spine, it's skull. Even better.
What?
You were sleeping on a skull.
Oh Jesus Christ!
He picks it up. He's like, was an ugly bastard, I can tell. Throws it into the sea.
Oh, the bones.
Oh, we're sleeping on bones. I forgot about this. What is my accent? A mixture of yours and mine.
Well, crew, having all had a good night's rest, I assume. I had beautiful dreams. We must head into the forest today. This morning. I can't really tell. The light never seems to change.
Well, yeah, it's fucking dark.
It's kind of just, an
Very
overcast, medium light all the time.
Yeah, it seems fucking dark.
Some
I can't
might
get
say
the
in
voice
D&D
right. Where's my voice?
All of us.
Some might say in D&D
Right.
mechanics it has dim light.
Let's all just take a moment here to practice our voices. Bonjour, s'il vous plaît.
Mine is easy. I just shout.
Hello.
There you go. No,
I think that's it, yes.
I forgot my voice. Was it?
You're just old.
Was it like this?
that's okay. Yeah.
Just say, my bones.
My bones.
Ah yes, j'avoue, un panache chocolat. Wait. No, I know how to get my name.
That's just food.
I am Capitaine Jacques Monnier.
Yes, Capitan Jacques Monnier. You are actually Quartermaster Jacques Monnier.
Hell yeah. For now.
You just can't see this, but Henry's
Oh,
lips
no.
when he's doing that.
More, this is how I do the voice, is I just move my lips a lot. Capitan Jacques Monnier.
It's the eyebrows. The eyebrows go up during the morning.
They have to.
Well, yeah.
May I
Right.
say that your middle province accent is perfecto?
Well, yeah, mine. Wait, is this in character?
In character.
Thank you. I grew up in the Middle Province.
You cannot tell.
No, that was a lie. I think I said in my backstory that I grew up in the Western Province. The capital.
Wait. So
With
what
the
you're
good
telling us-
community theatre.
Yeah, you grew up in community theatre in the West End.
I grew up in community theatre going to community theatre in the West End of the
Empire.
fucking country.
Nice. Is that still controlled by the Emperor?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's where the capital is.
Okay.
So what can we see? We're looking at this forest. Did you say there was like a mountain in the middle or something?
It kind of goes up to a peak. But it's not like a peak. It's just like there's a big hill. And it's probably about by Tweet. You were the one that goes around. You went around the whole thing.
I did.
It's probably about a 5-mile diameter to this island in total.
What kind of trees we got?
It's kind of jungle trees.
So a 2.5 mile radius.
Yeah, 2.5 mile radius.
To the centre. Okay.
Oh, that was you.
That was frightening.
You sound like you are ready to go.
I am ready to go today.
Okay, where's Bell?
Bill is here.
Is he
Died in the night from the ocean madness.
Died in the night. No, he had a bad night's sleep, but he's doing okay today.
Good.
Did he tell you that?
I just assume. You ready, Bill? And he just like nods his head. Just like, and then tweet, you hear in your head, just like, fuck, I'm tired. Oh, you hear in your head, oh my god, I had the worst night's sleep. How about you?
I did too, my dear.
I'd like to walk up to Bill and be like, hello, you remember me, Jacques Monnier? I'm sorry for shooting you in the face.
He kind of like puts his hand on your shoulder, gives you a little squeeze and like a nod of like, it's okay, I shot you too.
Ocean madness, am I right?
Gives you a nod and a wink.
Does he scare that shit out of you? This is all an act. I know I can tell you because you keep your lips sealed.
He kind of looks at you and then aura in your head, you hear, do you think we could potentially trust this one?
Oh, heavens, no, young child. Heavens,
Very
no,
well.
young one. He's, well, let's just say no.
Well,
I'm picking my nose.
Well, what do you? I mean, good to know. What about the elephant man?
Oh, he seems like a lovely young man. But I don't know either. I haven't
Fair enough.
really
We'll-
spoken to them
Lovely
that
young
much.
man murdered a man with his tusks. He did. But
We'll kind of keep an eye on him then, shall we?
Yes.
Perfect. We'll just you keep an eye on Jacques Monnier. And I'll
Monmouth.
Monnier.
Monnier?
I believe it's supposed to be pronounced Monnier.
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 No, it's more Monnier.
Monwhere?
Monnier.
Monser?
Montfort?
This goes on in the background for a while. Meanwhile,
Did
Captain-
I ever tell you about my many sexual exploits?
please do tell me about them.
I was talking to Bill for sure.
I would love to know. I will always take many tips.
Well,
Not in that way.
Let us start with the blondes. And we'll talk about that as we walk along.
So Captain Flowers leads you sort of to the edge of the forest itself, and as I previously mentioned, it's very dim and dark on the inside. The brush is very thick as well, but he pulls out like a scimitar from his waist and begins to hack away at the area in front of him, and kind of mid disgusting conversation with Jacques, he goes, "Do any of you have sharp implements?
I look at my trousers.
Other than that, my friend,
I have 2 shorts.
could you
I mean,
help
I
me
have-
cut our way through? Eventually we may find a path, but I could not see one around the outside.
I mean, I have my great axe.
Preferably
mean-
just swinging short and quick.
I
Your
think-
great axe would take down whole trees. But we do not want to do that. We want to try and stay quiet. And then, like, quiet, echoes.
Can I like hold my arm out to Bill so he can like support me as I'm walking with my wee
Sure,
walk?
I
yeah.
sort of just start waving my fucking swords like a madman.
That's the kind of enthusiasm I like to see.
Just keep going forward. And anyway, as I was saying,
Keep this up. You're ready for a promotion.
after the 3rd bout of sea syphilis, I decided no more tieflings for me. See, that's racist, but none of them exist in real life.
So it's okay.
Like a tiefling would.
Exactly, because I don't want to offend anyone in real life.
So yes, you cut your way through the brush for a while, and it's pretty slow going. Like it takes a lot of
So
cutting
no,
down.
Imagine Tusker can just sort of like walk through it and just sort of
Yeah.
break
No, it's
Like a real life.
it's not so much branches, it's more like vines and like
Yeah.
creeping plants. So it's very much like it's almost like a net you're having to cut your way through constantly. But can you all 3 of you give me athletics checks to see how you're getting on? Those of you with a point of exhaustion, you have disadvantage.
Okay.
What do I get with a natural 20?
Natural 20, you're just doing well.
We have disadvantage, sorry.
Disadvantage, yes.
Anyway, would you believe me when I say I rolled the exact same number on both
No,
my dice?
yeah, fair.
216, so I got 22.
Ah, pretty good. Very nice. 16, 22, natural 20. What's that overall, including your bonus?
Oh, 26.
All right, cool. And the other two did pretty well, not quite as well as you. So after a little while, Captain Flowers backs up a little bit and kind of lets the three of you do the cutting for a while, and he kind of goes back and he's just like, I'm going to supervise for a while.
Of course he is.
My talents are more with management than physical labor.
Good to supervise for a while.
Yes.
Can I make an insight check?
Yeah, sure.
Just into seeing what it is. Anything.
He's a good supervisor.
Yeah.
17.
All right, yeah, he's just tired and his arms are getting tired. He just
You
wants...
remind me of a man I once knew called Jeremy Clarkson.
Tell me about him. He sounds like my kind of man. Does he also love sailing boats?
Actually, he does.
Perfect.
He actually does.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, Tusker's like, yes, I'll sort of charge through. For a
Thank you
while.
very much.
I'll take the front.
Perhaps use your tusks to move the things out the way. They are big and beautiful.
My tusks is a sore subject.
Oh, I understand. I have
You
also
should see
had.
a dentist about that.
I have also had toothache before. I just cut it out.
Like the
Would you like
ocean
me
man-
to remove your tusk?
No,
I will take it.
We could replace it with a sword.
I'm going to keep walking.
I thought you said too thick as well, rather than like too thick.
I have
I've
also been too thick in the past with 2 C's.
I was like, a what?
Tusker's definitely thick.
Had to stop doing it. I had to lose some weight because my trousers no longer fit.
Call me Big Daddy.
Shout out to Big Daddy.
Ocean Daddy.
Ocean Thick Daddy.
Ocean Thick Daddy.
Please change your name to Ocean Thick Daddy.
No. We got... No.
We have another character.
We have another character planned for Thick Daddy.
It's a bit of a downgrade going from Space Thick Daddy to Ocean Thick
Yeah,
Daddy.
it would be, wouldn't it?
But, I don't know.
No.
It's just a suggestion.
No, I just little cheeky preview for Thick Daddy. I have a planned NPC for him at some point in the future for a thing that I've written. So shout out to him. Anyways, yeah, you after a highs or lows, Robin.
Lows.
Takes quite a long time.
Oh, I should have been a
You're all
highs.
going for a while. And it's a good job that you rolled high on your athletics check, or I'd probably give you another point of exhaustion. But it takes you maybe 3 or 4 hours of very, very slow going. Like, you go for about an hour and you're like, oh, I've probably gone for quite a while. And then you kind of look back and it's like, oh, you can still kind of see the beach. If you like duck down, you can see it through the area you've cut through. And it's you're almost actually like cutting a tunnel through is how thick the overgrowth is.
At least we've not like cut our way back onto the beach.
Still a circle.
No, it's fairly easy because it is very much you need to kind of go uphill. It's
Okay.
the island appears to be in pretty like a conical shape, so the direction you generally need to go in is.
So are me and Tusker leading the way cutting?
Mostly.
I'll
Aura
give
does
Tusker one of my
start to
small
help a
swords
bit.
then. If I give you one of my shorts, I have short swords, I think. But
Yeah.
It'll be tiny in your hands, but like you can use it to cut through rather than your great sword.
Yeah, or I could pick my teeth with them or something.
Yeah, exactly. Get rid of that toothache, maybe.
Sharpen the tusk.
But yeah, Aura probably does help at one point because she's actually pretty mean with a short sword as well.
In short bursts, because that's all our
Yeah.
old
Bones.
bones.
But after a couple hours, probably 3 or 4, you actually manage to. You feel the.
Could we use the crab?
You could, yeah.
Does it have a number of charges?
We could also burn down the whole forest.
Forest fire. Good.
Using the crap.
Reveal the crack.
Naked, like.
What the fuck?
Do you use the crab?
No, I don't.
Nah, I don't think we
not
But
We've
yeah,
fallen
after-
out with the crab.
Yeah, as I say, after a short while, you feel the growth, like the undergrowth and the vines start to like lighten up a bit, and you eventually come out onto what is still overgrown, but it appears to be some sort of path. There's like, whereas before the ground has been kind of a sheet of like moss and roots and vines and things like that. This is actually like it's actually bare dirt, so you feel like probably something comes along here. And can you give me an insight check?
Ooh, 25.
Very nice.
This is disadvantage, right?
Yep.
Everything's
Uh,
disadvantage.
That one.
I don't get the natural 20 if I roll the
You
19.
don't,
Damn,
no.
19. No,
19.
wait. So 21.
Cool. So and Robin got a nat 1, yeah.
That one!
Cool.
Or it could have been non-natural 20.
So Robin is kind of Aura is mid chat with Bill in her head, and Captain Flowers is just kind of exhausted at the back, like really fucking tired, like blowing out his ass tired. But the having rolled pretty high on their athletics check, so doing like pretty muscular and strong. Both Jacques and Tusker are doing pretty well, and you look up and down this path, and one does lead sort of around, almost perpendicular to your path.
Okay.
But one thing you can tell is by the way the undergrowth grows, this is definitely a path, but something very short, or some things very short, usually pass through it, because at your height, sort of to your waist and up. There's still undergrowth, but below that it is cleared.
Who are you talking to? Whose height?
Jack's, so probably like waist height for Tusker.
Okay.
So it looks like a small creature.
So it's up to my sort of nipple,
Sort of like,
nipple height.
yeah, like just like mid chest, just maybe
Mid-chest,
just below nipple height is kind of free of overgrowth, but above that is where
Okay.
you start to get hanging vines and those kind of things. So it looks like below that level it's cleared. So you would guess by having maybe seen things like this before, it looks like a trail through which a small or smaller creatures pass.
It looks like a dwarf passage. I do not trust them. I have favoured enemies, dwarves.
Oh.
Why do you not trust the dwarfs?
Huh?
Why do you not trust the dwarfs?
I don't trust anything that looks me in the nipples when they talk. Them are sensitive.
You know, there is
I mean,
a
you look me in the nipples when you talk.
I look you in the belly button. Kind of.
How tall are
that
you?
is a good approach to life.
5'10".
I think.
You're like 9 foot.
Anybody who obsesses over nipples is weird.
You know, it's a kink.
They seem to do that a lot in the
Shit, yeah.
in the central province.
They do. I have noticed that they have some sort of obsession with nipples and the height of nipples and whether there are nipples or not.
Particularly in snakes.
I think we're 20 years too early for that.
I have heard a prophecy.
Oh, the prophecy of the snake nipples.
I have heard the prophecy of the nipples 3.
That's not canon.
Not until we make it.
Nope.
Until one of us runs a campaign in your world.
Canon. Nope.
Anyway, I really don't know I doubt it's a dwarf, because why would a dwarf live here? They usually live in, civilization. I expected some sort of
The
beast.
dwarfs are very civilized people.
Yeah, I expected
do a
some
sub-
sort
They make
of beast.
good beer.
Can I do a survival
quite
check
rum,
to
but
look for a survival check to look for tracks?
Yeah?
Is it
or nature?
dwarves? Because you kind of have to tell me.
No, it's not dwarves.
Okay, cool. Because otherwise I'd have advantage. So I've got disadvantage.
Nature check?
You. This is coastal.
Oh, so I have advantage.
You do have advantage, so it works out to just standard.
Yep.
My nature check was a 1. Mm-hmm. I'm like, this is no animal. This is quite clearly a whale track.
What kind of whale?
We are going the wrong way. I made these tracks.
I have never seen a land whale.
What kind of whale licks the floor? Sperm.
Oh dear.
Anyway, I got a 19 for my survival check.
Yeah, so you can kind of tell that it is some sort of, if not humanoid, humanesque creature that seems to make these tracks.
Okay.
Definitely like humanoid feet, so 5 toes, like foot. You probably find one footprint,
What shoe size?
pretty small.
Not
What kind of
no
shoes?
shoe size. They weren't
No
wearing
shoes. Yeah.
Oh, conspiracy.
There seems to be some sort of monstrous, shoeless, humanoid, human-esque, human-ish creature.
Is there only one set of footprints or
There's
several?
one set that you can make out, but the ground around here is very patted down. It seems like you get a lot of traffic. That one you can't tell how old it is. It's just kind of there's only like 1 or 2 footprints that stand out from
Okay.
sort of like a generally broken down, generally very well worn path that people have made.
It does not appear to be dwarves. I would know. I would feel it in my jellies.
I mean, why? Are you particularly close to the dwarfs?
No, I would not say so, but you know what they say. Keep your enemies close.
Right.
I slept with one.
I believe you. Oh, is that the one you were telling me about earlier?
Yes, exactly.
The one with the big beard.
The ones end with the burning vast your pee.
That may have just been the dwarven fire beer. It may have that effect if you drink too much.
Anyway, I do not trust the dwarves.
Anyway, my loyal crew. Should we go left or should we go right? It seems I can tell neither being the preference.
Left?
Oh no, right.
Well, could I maybe go up and check?
We should put it to a vote.
I could go up above the canopy and see if I could see if there's any direction we should be going.
You can try, of course.
Can you get up?
I try.
Can you give me an athletics check?
Ah, sweet. Jeez, I'm not. Okay. I'll double check, but I'm pretty sure I get +6.
She like crawls the fucking way through the vines.
Pretty much, yeah.
So I can't see a thing.
I'm stuck. No, whatever
I
it was.
got a 11.
Cool. So you try and fly up,
Or
but
25.
so it's the 11. Yes. So you try and fly up, but the growth, the plant growth is too thick for you, for you to be able to fly. So you kind of deign yourself to trying to climb, specifically, and unfortunately you can't use your acrobaticsness because it is too thick still. But you try and climb up, and you're able to get a little bit up. You lose sight of the people below you through the overgrowth, but you can't. You get to a point where you just can't seem to get any further. Anytime you climb, you get caught up in vines, and then you have to like try and get yourself out. And it gets to the point where you're going to exhaust yourself even further trying to get up through this.
Right, let's not do that anymore. Back
So
down the go.
you make your way back down. It's kind of like, have you seen those like gifs of people dropping through like in American playgrounds? There's like a climbing frame of like crossed over
The spiderweb stuff.
the spiderweb stuff. It's basically like
yeah.
falling through that, and you just kind of go and then like land on the ground, but you're fine.
You're just like, it's definitely right.
But yeah, you weren't able to tell any significance either way.
Okay.
I have a dice set. We could roll for it.
Does anyone else have a hunch? What about Bill or...
Do you have a hunch? Do elephant people have hunches?
Oh, do you have a hump?
Yeah.
Captain Flowers, Captain Flowers.
Yeah.
I was going to say Captain Bloom then. I'm like, no, specifically not Bloom. Captain Flowers pipes up and is like, I do not have a hunch. I take very good care of my spine.
That was helpful. Should I roll a dice for it?
Yeah.
Right. We'll roll a d4. 1 and 2 are left. 3 and 4 are right.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
Right is
The
right.
dice says right.
Whatever the dice says is right, so we should go right.
What?
It was a joke.
It was a joke.
It's a funny joke.
Thank you.
We go right.
Perfect. Who wants to lead the way?
I will lead the way. My magnificence will scare off any creatures.
Awesome.
Can you repeat that, but say, do you know the way?
Do. See, the thing is, I really don't want to.
Classic old meme.
This is 100% not the voice that I'm going for.
It's the voice you're
It's just the voice I'm doing.
Do you know the way?
Do you know the way?
My loyal crew, do you know the way? See, I wasn't going for like a shitty African.
It doesn't sound like that. It's just the...
Yeah,
I don't know. It's just the crossover.
James is dying.
No, I do not know the way.
What's the marching order going to be? So first is Jack.
I'll go with Jack.
Cool. Jack, Tusker,
I'll be in the middle with Bill.
Bill and Aura together, and then Flowers at the back. So Jack, you're going to have to be cutting your way through some of the overgrowth.
I assume it's slightly easier going because there's a gap.
It is.
At the
It
bottom.
is slight. It's there's both a gap at the bottom and it's like less dense.
Okay.
So yeah, it's very much easier going. I'm not gonna make you roll for it.
Oh, from the survival check, can I tell the the footprints that we did see, are they small, like the creature is short and only had to walk at that height, or are they big and it just looks like it hasn't been used in a while and the overgrowth is growing down?
They're small. They're small creatures.
Did they? I was a bit late to say, but did the tracks go both ways?
Yes.
Okay, cool. I sort of like turn to Jacques and say, I think we should keep an eye on the bloke at the back. You know, ocean madness.
Bill, I agree.
I was thinking more flowers.
What are you saying up there?
We're just talking about how much fun it is being part of your crew.
I'm glad you think so. I love having you here too.
We're just saying we should keep an eye on you so that we can learn from your brilliant skill.
Thank you very much.
And also, perhaps
I
later
must
we
say,
should
I
kill
try
him.
to be humble, but I am fantastic. For complimenting me, you get a promotion.
Yes.
Tusker.
Tusker, you are now head chef.
Yes. What does that mean?
Joint head chef.
Tusker, I'm going to tell you one thing. It
Okay.
really pisses me off how much he talks over me.
Alright, you are promoted to kitchen manager.
But I did something good and she gets a promotion.
Because she was head chef.
Can't she just
It's
be
kind of like-
quartermaster?
No, because we already have a quartermaster.
That was me.
No, it's me.
That is Jack.
What was I?
You were cabin boy.
Fuck so.
I'm so struggling to keep track of
Right,
that. What I'm
okay.
going to do, I'm just going to get my notebook and I'm going to write down what all of our fucking positions
But
First
for
note
change,
we've
it's like
taken in this fucking
5
campaign.
seconds.
Anyway, shall we keep going?
Let's go. So yeah, you carry on for a short while. It's as I say, it's a lot easier going. But after a few minutes, you come out into actually like a proper clearing. In the middle of which there's sort of a pretty dirty looking pool.
Ooh.
Is very much like it's kind of stagnant water. You can kind of smell that it's kind of
Is
stagnant.
it muddy?
It's a little bit muddy.
Is it
Tusker-
swampy?
It's a little bit swampy.
I have advantage here.
Tusker's eyes widen.
Why?
Elephants like mud, don't they?
Yes,
They do.
They do like mud.
They
That's
do
a big
like mud.
Do I get advantage while
No, you
rolling in
don't.
mud?
thing. Do you get advantage for the rest of the day if you roll in the mud?
Mudskin.
You have advantage on mud-related tasks.
Yeah, you come out into this clearing, and there's not a lot. From here, there doesn't seem to be any pathway onwards. The pool in the middle is, as I say, the water's quite dark and muddy, so you can't really see very deep into it. And the clearing itself is probably about 30 to 40 feet across. But let's go with 40 feet across. And it's almost a completely perfect circle. But off towards the back right, you see a small pile of bones.
Can I take
Or potentially some sort of skeleton.
Jacques' sword and poke it into the water and see how far it goes down?
Sure.
But don't touch the water.
Okay, yep. You,
Don't do that. It's new.
you walk over, you touch the sword to the surface of the water, and can you all roll initiative for me?
Fucking, I was going to throw a stone at
It's
it.
poisonous.
Do we get disadvantage on initiative, or is that...
I think it's all checked.
It's all checks, so yeah, disadvantage on initiative.
Oh, shite.
think I've got
I will
advantage
just double check that
to
because
initiative.
I have it here.
Oh, not great. Not great at all. 12.
It's all ability checks.
So not initiative then.
Yeah, it does include initiative.
It includes initiative because
It does.
initiative is based off an ability.
Yeah, but suppose
It's
Attack rolls.
basically everything. Oh no, when we attack, we get disadvantage as well.
No, not when you attack. Specifically, it is an attack.
You sure?
It's, yeah.
Oh no, yes, because it's number 3 is
Yeah,
that. Okay.
is on attacks. So it's not attacks and saves, but it's everything else.
okay.
10.
You walk over and you touch this sword to the surface of the pool. You're not quite expecting this to happen, so it is going to get a surprise round.
Okay.
As you touch this, the water itself it waves almost like jelly, but then it begins to rise up and it begins to envelop the sword, but you manage to jump back in time. But as you jump back, it's going to...
It's a ditto! No.
It is going to shoot a tendril of what looks to be like gelatinous slime out towards you and try and hit you. That will be a 23 to hit.
Funnily enough. Mm-hmm. Yes, that hits. I'd like to say the Tusker does not like raging. Like, even though he's a barbarian, he doesn't like raging. He just, like, it just happens to him sometimes.
Yeah.
So, like, it'll have to be, like, if he's battered a bit, then he will go into it.
So that is 8 bludgeoning damage and 8 psychic damage.
Okay, they both affect me the same. So.
Yeah, because you're not raging yet. So.
Yet. Don't piss me off.
And then, as it does this, it begins to rise up even more. And in front of you, you see it's not the same color as the photo I'm about to show you, but it looks very similar to this. It's a dark, muddyish, brownish, like sludge color.
Fine, fucking then.
You see this in front of you.
Is there a
There's not the person.
Okay.
There's not, but
But it's got faces and shit. on
Yes, it's a mass of writhing slime, which like forms faces that form screaming visages that look out at you, like pleading with you to kill them. But then they disappear and go back into the slime, and more replace it. It's like an ever shifting picture of horror.
I'm glad I didn't go for a bath.
Yeah.
Jesus, this is an Absorbaloff.
For the listeners, they are fighting an Elder Ublex.
Elder Ublex.
Yes.
How much HP does it have?
A lot.
What's its weakest point?
Yeah.
None. It's a fucking jelly.
Oh,
Cool, let's heat it.
Cook it.
So,
If it is out of the fridge for too long, it will go off.
put on melt.
Eat some souls.
that's its surprise round, but it also went first in the initiative.
Bloody hell.
So it is going to make a full attack. It is going to try 2 individual of these like pseudopods are going to fly out and try and hit Tusker again. The
Don't
first
like
will
you.
be a 22, and the second will be a 16.
Yep, both hit.
Both hit. Cool. Second roll some damage.
This is genuinely reminding me, recently when the sun was out, you know when everyone starts going in the outside garden areas, like beer garden areas on Sauchiehall Street, right? Saw somebody who came out with, like one of the shot girls came out with like a tray of jelly shots, and she sort of got like knocked and the whole tray just fell on the floor, and it's just like this
Fuck.
mass, because they were in little plastic cups and stuff, this mass of like jelly just landed on the floor, and everyone just sort of looked at it for a second, and one guy just sort of went, "Is it alright if I have some?
Waste not, want not.
I mean, you're not going to use it, are you?"
You take 28 bludgeoning damage, and
It was really sad though.
16 psychic damage.
16?
What's that added together, Robin?
28 plus 16.
What? 44?
44.
What?
What is psychic
Okay,
damage?
I'm raging. When my turn comes.
Can you also make me a wisdom saving throw?
Fuck, it's one of them. You know, I'm really lucky. I almost put nothing into my wisdom.
Something about saves
I
strength.
don't think I put enough.
Strength.
I'm not gonna lie, I found out halfway through building my character that wisdom was what I cast spells with, and I was like, oh fuck.
Wisdom saving throw. It's not good.
Why can't I be like dex or strength saves? I've got like a +6 to it.
That's 8.
An 8. Unfortunately, that is going to fail.
Can I arm wrestle it?
Did you do any elemental damage against you?
Yeah, psychic. I did psychic.
Psychic.
and-
I don't know if that's like a.
Right, I'll let you know after this happens how much health I've just lost.
No,
But
it's
it's like Pokemon numbers.
Fuck. 200.
You did 266 damage in the episode I just to the Gardevoir.
Oh fuck.
And then can you take another 36 psychic damage?
That would have probably nearly killed me.
And I'm really sorry about this. Can you subtract 1 from all of your stats?
Like my strength, intelligence thing,
Yeah.
or like
Four of
What the fuck? What is this thing? I'm not touching it.
Right, so strength score. Down. Fucking. Is this a temporary thing? Because I've got an option to do it temporarily.
Yes, it could be a temporary thing.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Could be.
Well, guys, He took me from 110 to 14.
What the fuck? Captain, you've got this!
Can you tell me an important event in Tusker's life, other than the one that's like the main part of his backstory? Does he have any family?
Not anymore.
Which cousin do you want to forget?
I don't know. Would he have any family? If he did, then it would probably be on the boat with him. I don't think he would though.
Who was the person that he killed? Accidentally when he first went into his rage.
I think it was just someone that was like in a ship invasion, like
got
someone
you.
going over and then.
Do you, I'm assuming it's the kind of person that you would remember, like
Yeah.
you go back to. Yeah.
Well, yes, I know because I kind of imagine like when you're in a rage, you're not really like paying
Who was your
masses
first
of
mate,
attention.
like your best friend?
Yeah.
It was.
Or could it be when you killed them with your tusk and you wake up from your rage and you just see like their bloody face staring up at you and you're like, fuck.
Or it
That
could,
would haunt
or
you.
it could be the guy who took over
Yeah.
over my ship.
Yeah.
Harold
Who sort of
Shipman.
ousted me.
Yes.
Who's that?
Shipman.
Who's that?
He was a murder doctor.
Yeah, he was.
Was he?
He was a
Yeah,
murder
he
doctor.
A murder doctor.
GP who like killed a whole bunch of
Stacey's
patients.
really into all that crime stuff, and she
Oh,
talks to me
right.
about the serial killers. He
Okay,
was a
his
murder
name was
doctor.
Harold Shipman.
That's a bit fucking.
That's
oh.
not. No.
Okay,
That's- you
his
might
name
like
was
it a
Donald-
lot.
Gerald Shipman.
His name is Donald.
Gerald Shipface.
Yes.
His name is Donald Shipface.
His name was Boaty McBoatface.
Yeah. So this amorphous mass of jelly begins to shift, and one of the faces that comes out of it after it hits you is the face of your old friend Gerald Shipface.
Donald Shipface.
Donald Shipface. And as he begins to step out, and he says to you, "Join us, Tusker."
Hello and welcome to the middle bit.
Oh fuck.
Are we doing a middle bit?
Yeah, right now. It's
Oh, I hit
happening
the
now.
mic. I'm sorry.
Is this for this Sunday?
Yeah,
Cool.
it's happening now.
So you're currently listening to Ocean Madness.
episode 4.
4 of Ocean Madness.
Yeah.
It's
Which we finished editing today.
yesterday. Episode 4 was yesterday's work.
No, we finished editing all of it today.
All of it. All
It
of
was a
it
slog.
today.
Me and James last night were like, I don't think we're gonna get it done.
Yeah.
Before me and Robin go exploring Europe, but then today we're like, it's all done.
But no empty
Fucking
promises.
troopers.
We got it done.
No empty promises.
Especially as Connor had to put in one hell of a shift.
Except for
Oh my
Shinkies.
god.
Yeah.
Oh, so yeah, I don't know. We've got I don't know if you guys have heard of the fuck mic before. There's
Fuck mic.
there-
That's the one in front of James.
There is a fuck mic that is fucked, and it just randomly destroys our audio. It creates weird anomaly sounds of pops and hisses and crackles and stuff, and just distorts anything that goes through it.
It's like
What
we-
we're saying
Sometimes.
is we like to live dangerously, and it's a bit like Russian podcast roulette.
Yeah.
Will this episode kill us? Will it kill the podcast? Maybe. Let's find out.
So
Will it kill our souls? Most likely.
yeah, so we pushed it to the brink on this episode because it was almost uneditable. But it took me about 3 hours to edit
Damn.
this half hour.
It
But
was all of your audio.
so it's my audio, and it will be in episode
It'll be episode 6.
6.
Episode 6 of Ocean Madness is going to sound a little bit weird, but basically we've got all the really horrible stuff out of it, but Connor's going to sound quieter in bits.
In bits, and I'm gonna like randomly talking loudly, then quietly, and then a bit loudly again, and it's gonna be a bit like that.
We've tried to balance it, and I think the normalization might fix it a little bit, but yeah, it's going to be a bit weird.
Yeah, but fuck it, that's done. That's all sorted.
Yeah, you get to listen to it, which is the important thing, unless you can't hear what I'm saying right now because I'm talking into the fuck mic.
That's
It's always a risk. It's always a risk.
how's his waveforms.
That's my
It's
way
always waveforms are.
James has
Beautiful.
asked that question so many times tonight, and I've only figured out why now because he's got the fuck mic.
No, exactly. We've just recorded a load of stuff for our next campaign, which we're really excited for, and we.
all the intros, and we can only apologise.
Yeah, God, it's bad.
You're welcome.
I was
for
I was listening to the Adventure Zone the other day, and at the end they've always got like little adverts for other stuff on the Maximum Fun network, and there was one that was like, so it started off with a little jingle, whatever it was, and then it said, "What do you look for in a podcast?" And then it's to different people saying like, "Good jokes," whatever, and one of them said professionalism, and I thought, ooh,
They don't like us.
That is why we don't have any good, any listeners.
that's why we're not on the Maximum Fun network.
That's also from one person. That's not truly representative.
That one person won't listen. All the others. We have,
Nice.
like, at least in the over a year of this podcast, we've had a good joke.
It has
Whether-
happened. I mean, it's like an Easter egg hunt. You need to find it, but
Oh, I get what you mean.
I thought you meant the whole podcast is just a joke.
That too.
I'm inclined to
That's
agree.
also a good. That's also a good one. that itself is a good joke. Now we've had two.
Aww. We were looking at us grow.
But yeah, so yeah, we're sorry if you if you're listening to this and you don't mind not being a particularly professional podcast, but we're sorry if you do, and we'll always strive to be better. Everyone is looking at me like, will we?
We strive to be
I'm
better. We're
fairly
just
sure.
physically incapable.
I'm fairly sure the fucks we've given, specifically with intros today, have gone nothing but down.
Do you remember the first time we ever recorded intros? It was like, because I was still like in my like recording like bands mode, and I was coming to recording intros like, no, it's not good enough. You weren't clear enough with that word. You need to like
the original mid bits. We did 15 takes, and everything was got to be real good.
If
Now
you mispronounce a word, redo it.
Yeah.
Nowadays, you mispronounce a word, say it again, even worse.
it's like you said it too good.
yeah, nowadays we're lucky if we redo it if you actually can't hear anything we say.
But I sorry, I completely sprung this mid bit on you. You're all looking at me like, oh, no, what do I
I
say?
forgot we were doing a mid bit. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
I
lie.
did as well. I was actually about to go to bed because I thought we'd finished with intros.
We have social medias. We have Facebook. I'm just
The
kidding.
Somies.
The so me.
I already forgot about the
The
Somies.
Somies. Tell us about them Somies,
We've
Robin.
got SoMe. So stands for social. Me stands for media.
Don't explain it. It takes away the magic.
We got some sweet SoMes that you need to get your hands on.
Your digital finger.
Digital paw prints all over. We got a Facebook. We have an Instagram. We have a Redbubble.
We do.
It's sitting right in front of me. It's actually a Pokeball.
We also have a spit bubble from earlier. But, yeah.
Oh, that's a little trailer
There's
for
a
one of the intros.
Little trailer for one of the intros.
we have a Redbubble shop with stuff on it. Loads of stuff that James has lovingly, tenderly put up. Loads of his drawings that he's done. It's really, really awesome. And then Facebook,
I really wish you
Instagram.
had said loving and tenderly, just because I really haven't put enough effort into it recently. There's like bits of character
You've
stuff.
been
that's up.
busy.
I've been busy. Yep.
He's been busy being robbed.
I was robbed, and then I moved flat. They were kind of coincidental.
Yeah, that sounds very much
Sounds like I got robbed. Well, I'm not living there anymore. I know where I am.
Admittedly, that's a fair response. Pack your bag, move away.
I'm moving away from probably the only flat that's in Glasgow that's likely not to get robbed again because they've already stolen everything of value. I'm moving back into the random zone.
You're back in the melting pot.
Back in the
like-
shit.
No, the past few weeks have been quite hectic for LTRP HQ. James got robbed. Then Connor's back with his laptop that has all his stuff on
Which
it.
is back.
Which is back.
We talked about that last week in the middle.
Oh, yeah.
We are currently recording on the lost
Oh, yeah,
laptop.
God, you got the laptop back.
Yeah.
It's only been in front of me for an hour.
Yeah, exactly. So we're back in the zone. We're back. We now have 1.5 functioning LTRP laptops. Well, actually,
I've got
we
a fun-
used yours.
Ocean Madness intros have been recorded on mine. It's been officially used for the podcast.
Yeah.
And only some of them have been through the setup. At least one has been through.
I
Yeah.
didn't realise.
That's all right though. I didn't realise
the-
either.
The laptop was really getting used.
And the input and all the stuff we normally use to record was plugged into the laptop. However, the laptop didn't know.
The laptop went, nah.
And this fucking
I
doofus
prefer
was
my one.
Yeah, he was talking into a microphone that just wasn't listening.
Yeah. Also, can I just rewind for a sec? Because you made me realise buying a flat is like a shitty lottery in which the prize is getting robbed.
Wow.
Yeah. But so is just like life in general is a shitty lottery when you may get hit by a car or anything. Just everything is a lottery if you put it that way.
Yeah.
Or you could die on the toilet.
I couldn't.
See, I thought we were kind of reaching that level of professionalism that people were wanting, and then you made a toilet joke, and I went, nah, back to normal. Like, we're good.
Yeah.
We did
were
so
good,
well
we
with
did.
the Somies.
So yeah, Somi's professional. We're branding that shit. I stick that on a
So it means
t-shirt.
TM. Copyright.
Yeah, if Kim Kardashian can try to trademark, like, kimono, whatever word she's put after it, then we can try and trademark Somi.
Kimono Kardashian, because that's
She's
definitely
But
one.
the thing is, you can't trade word.
you can't trade worker, Mark.
You
I
can't
think-
trade words. Them words.
It's the word kimono with
I'll give you a word.
it's like a
Give me a word.
shapewear brand. And I think it's kimono. There's another word after it for
What
like
is
all
a
different products.
shapewear?
Like you can wear it so like under a dress. So, like,
circle
you kind
you
of keep
put
Welcome
everything.
to Let's Try Roleplay Does Fashion, a podcast in the mid-bit.
Do you know what I thought? I thought it was like people wearing shapes, like someone in a square costume or like a hexagon
Yeah, yeah.
costume.
I can't imagine that on a like London runway kind of thing.
Yeah.
Or Kim Kardashian coming out of like like her house to the fucking paparazzi in a hexagon.
But that is utterly ridiculous. What you guys should be wearing is your official Let's Try Roleplay branded merch from the Redbubble store.
One as modelled by Kim Kardashian.
In
Can
her
we say that?
yet unreleased images because they are being
Yet taken.
checked by her agent to
And-
make sure that all of her spots are airbrushed out. Then they'll be up.
This allegedly.
Kim Kardashian.
We can neither confirm nor deny
The existence
this.
of Kim Kardashian.
Write to her at Area 51.
Are you short on conspiracy theories? We've got one for you that we literally just came up with.
I love it. I love it already.
We are super excited to be releasing the crossover campaign very
Yeah, we
soon,
are.
which we're
That might be the first time we've ever said
No.
the name of it.
we
said it
talked
a
about
while ago, and then we thought me and James did a mid-bit where we were like, have we said it?
Oh, yeah.
Let's not.
Have we not said it? Have we said it?
We've said it.
We're doing a crossover campaign.
I think in that mid-bit we go, we should ask Connor if we said it, because he'll know.
Yeah.
We did a huge big 15-minute reveal about it in the episode
Did we?
100.
No, we did. So we did. I couldn't remember if
Yeah.
we did that.
I
It's a-
forgot that we did
It's a
that.
campaign where we will be so many characters that we played before. There's going to be Pokemon stuff. There's going to be Star Wars stuff. There's going to be D&D stuff. We're going to be
There's going to be
There's a lot of
really
stuff.
high quality intros.
High quality.
high quality.
Fun.
The most
Fun.
professional
Fun
intros.
for everyone.
Professional.
So if what you really wanted to see was how Ibethane communicates with a fire dog,
Then you're going to have to fucking imagine it because this is an audio podcast.
Audio drama.
Drama, hell yeah.
It is what was the tagline we used?
Improv audio
It's a-
drama.
It's an improv-based audio drama.
You fucking nerd.
no, it was an improv-based audio drama for fucking nerds.
That's what our new tagline for the podcast.
That makes it sound like you should play it whilst fucking a nerd.
That's how we
You should.
That's how we explain it to our normal human friends.
They still don't
You
get
have
it.
human friends.
There is definitely a difference between an audio drama for fucking nerds and an audio drama for fucking nerds.
But
Can't
yeah,
tell which way is which.
No, neither can I actually. I expected them to come out more different.
They're both.
Fucking nerds. Fucking nerds.
I can't tell.
Fuck that nerd.
anybody got tiny changes this week?
I just noticed your sticker with the tiny. I'll make
That's
tiny
what reminded me
changes
that we
to
were supposed
Earth.
to do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, that's what it's all about. That's the whole
Yeah.
thing.
By Scott Hutchinson.
Yeah, which we mentioned a while
Yeah,
ago.
we have
Scott Hutchinson's from Frightened Rabbit. He took his own life last year, and his family set up the charity Tiny Changes. It is a mental health charity for young people in mainly Scotland, probably the UK as well. I think it's UK based. I'm not
Yeah.
sure. But we support the mental health of young people at Let's Try Roleplay, and to do that, we think of what our tiny because all
You say that, but I'm pretty sure this podcast has probably damaged the mental health of some people.
and especially us.
Oh yeah.
If you class us as young people after all that we've been through with this podcast.
Are you on Facebook?
I'm
right
no,
now?
I'm looking
Wait.
for things nice that I've done nice this week.
This is so.
I took notes.
Really?
Yes,
Have you got the notes?
I had one because I did one.
My tiny
one.
change-
I was like, I'm going to take notes of the tiny changes that I make,
Nice.
and then I did one, and I was like, oh, I have one for the next one,
Job done.
so I don't need to take any more notes. But I invited someone. There's a guy that's just moved to the country, like 2 weeks ago now.
Okay.
And I met him like 11 days after he moved here from an Australasian area.
Ooh.
And he was just like, "Hey, I'm just trying to make friends," and I was just like, "I'll be your friend. Add me on Facebook."
Oh wow.
That's nice.
He doesn't really have anyone in the country. And I was just like, "You're nice. I'll be your friend."
That's not ruined the moment a bit.
I'm
So
sorry.
how did you?
I had one this week.
No,
That's also a pretty big change.
well done. Well
So
done.
was it
You
just
had
like,
one?
was it like on Reddit or was it how you?
No,
actually
I
met?
met him through my non-recorded D&D group. And he was just like, "Yeah, I'm looking to play some D&D. Used to play back home before I moved to this country." And then I was chatting to him after because we did a quick one shot, and then it was just like, "Oh hey, like if you're looking for anyone to hang out with over summer because you just moved here looking for a job, I'm good."
That's really nice.
Oh, that's so sweet.
And kind of like impacts mental health.
Yeah,
Having friends is good.
Yeah, I think
That's actually the most mental
fantastic.
healthy one that we've ever had. That's
I did
good.
well. I've been saving all the tiny changes up for a
For
slightly
one real
large
good one.
change.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Do you want me to do one?
Yeah,
I got
you
one.
You got one. Good.
I
go
got one.
on.
It kind of happened to me today. Realised when I was moving flat that I've got way more clothes than I thought I did. So I'm going to donate a bunch of clothes to.
Oh.
Oh really?
I'm just going to
That's
give them, put them in the charity places and.
You get there's bins. You can get like
Yeah, they're
clothes
like
bins
the
and stuff.
like clothes bins and stuff. So I'm going to do that. Mostly because I was just like, my girlfriend was like, "Why do you have so many clothes?" I was like, "Because I wear them." She was like, "I've never seen you wear this." And I was like, "Nah, I wear this." So yeah, that's going in the donate pile.
There you go.
Yeah.
I made a tiny change yesterday. I bought Robin a fanny pack.
That's
Yeah.
a fucking. Oh, how did I not know this? That's incredible.
I just want to say it's not a chastity belt because that's what a fanny pack sounds like.
Does it?
What?
I
What?
don't know. So we're going on holiday.
I bought Robin a chastity.
Like,
I'm protecting
fanny pack.
her.
Fanny pack just sounds wrong.
This Valentine's Day, you should buy your girlfriend a chastity belt.
A charity belt.
A charity belt.
It's a bum bag. It's not a fanny pack.
A
Fanny
fanny
pack
pack
is a bum bag.
is a.
Fanny
Oh,
pack.
see, fanny pack is the American word for bum bag.
Yes.
Because they don't use the word bum, and in America,
They say
fanny
fanny.
means butt, not vagina.
Yes.
But
My
fanny
butt's a
pack.
vagina.
What?
butt's a
Fanny
vagina.
means butt.
Yeah, in America.
In America?
Yeah.
That's why it's a
That's
bum
why
bag, it's a fanny pack.
It's a
why
bum
that
bag
bit-
here
no.
and a fanny pack there. Yeah.
Fanny means bum.
Fanny
Yeah,
means
that's
bum
why
in
there's
America.
that SpongeBob episode
There's a whole
when
bit.
Squidward's like, SpongeBob just kicked me in the fanny, and everyone's like, Squidward has a vagina?
Yeah.
And then, no.
Squidward has a vagina?
This.
You heard it here first.
Squidward's butt's a vagina.
Kim Kardashian
Mario's
may not
son.
exist, and Squidward may have a vagina.
Yeah.
Wow.
Right, come on, Robin, you've got to come with a big one now.
See, I'm struggling because I was the one.
Robin learnt that fanny in America
Means
means
butt.
vagina.
I-
No, the other way round.
I was away on holiday with my parents over the weekend, and we were nice to each other. Does that? No, we're all.
Is that a difference? Is
Oh,
that a
like
change?
usual?
No,
That
we're
was
always,
such a deep moment.
we're always very nice. We're always really nice to each other.
But this time we were mean.
What was it? I definitely helped an old lady at some point. Oh no! I offered a wee old lady a seat on the bus for the airport to
Oh,
and from.
that's nice.
Because we had to get it was like a shuttle bus to take us from the airport to the actual plane. And it was really warm. It was like 30-degree heat,
Yeah,
and the thing,
yeah.
of course, never air conditioning on. So I was like, "Right, Dame, do you want my seat?" And she took my seat.
That's nice as well because when you're travelling, that's like your least likely time to do something nice for someone.
Yeah.
Because I'm not like, fuck off, old lady, walk. I've just queued in 30-degree heat, you can piss right off. You should have been born earlier. Later. Something.
later.
One or the
Later.
other.
You should have been born
I mean, I also did spend that whole like flight home reading the lady beside me's book, where I thought she couldn't notice. So I don't know if that kind of balances it out, because I felt that was a bit creepy.
My brother once did that because the woman next to him was reading 50 Shades of Grey, and he kept leaning over to me and goes, "It's not as sexy as I thought it was."
It's really not. It's a very, very unsexy book. I read all 3.
Yeah, there's nothing creepier than a woman on a plane reading 50 Shades of Grey and a 15-year-old boy next to him leaning over going, "Ooh."
That's not how you do
I
that.
expected more.
The best bit of 50 Shades of Grey is when he describes his dom jeans.
Yeah.
Do you know about this?
No.
Yes.
So Christian Grey, the aforementioned Grey that has 50 shades, there's a passage in which he describes going to his drawers and pulling out his favourite jeans, his DJs, his dom jeans.
Oh God.
That he then buttons up and they make him feel powerful.
It genuinely sounds like the McElroys wrote that scene.
But
Oh
yeah,
my God.
we think of tiny changes because, just doing a little thing every day or a little thing every week or whatever can make you feel good and make someone else feel good. If it's like the bus seat incident, and that's good. That's good for mental health. Just doing those little things. You don't need to change the world. Just if you do your little bit.
And it's important for your mental health as well.
No.
Not you specifically, Connor, because I look you right in the eyes. It's, it's good for your mental health, but everyone's mental health.
Yeah,
Because these tiny changes aren't just about other people, they're about you.
Yeah. And we should probably tweet the Tiny Changes charity and say that we're shouting them out.
Yeah.
Should we? Yeah.
Well, what we'll do is we'll tweet access
tweet.
to them.
You listener, tweet at the Tiny Changes and be like, "Yo, I'm making tiny changes." Your whole fit, maybe because of this podcast.
Because it's really good.
But so good. Just let them know that you're doing nice things because of them. Because I don't know a lot about it, but I'm pretty sure the whole thing is set up in memoriam of Scott Hutchinson. So letting the people that set it up know that they're making a difference. People they never met's lives will make a tiny change to their day as well.
Oh, there's
So
your
doing it.
tiny change.
There you
You
go.
did the thing.
Tweet.
Tweet a tiny change you've done. Hashtag tiny change.
Yeah, tweet,
Tiny
click,
changes.
click, owl noise.
Hashtag tiny change. Hashtag let's try roleplay as well because we need the shout out.
Or aura.
owl noise. Anyway, right. Shall we let these guys go?
Yeah.
No. Now.
Never.
I love you.
I'll never let
That's
you
my
go.
thing.
Bye-bye.
Tiny change, bitch.
Tiny change to this mid-bit. James said it this time. Right. Goodbye. Enjoy the rest of the episode.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Love you.
Fare thee well.
Love you.
Traveller.
Love you.
Enjoy the hot weather as well, wherever you are. Be safe. Drink water.
Join
Fucking no channel. What? Who the fuck are you?
You have no choice. You may as well come willingly. No, you remember who this is.
No, I'm just like, what? But I don't believe it's him.
I'm really glad that
Right.
this didn't make him forget that name, since we spent so much fucking time coming up with it.
Whose go is it?
It is now your turn.
I would like to rage and swing my axe out.
Okay, you rage.
Heal me.
Heal you. Oh. I thought you were like, kill me.
That is a... Oh, those have gone down as well. Everything's gone down.
Yeah, it will have.
It'll be a non-natural 20 though.
Non-natural 20.
For
that
my
will hit.
First one.
Yep.
Anyway. Yeah, cool. Ooh. Oh, that's gone down as well. 12 damage for my first. And 19 with my second.
Yes, that will hit.
Okay. And that is 10 damage.
Cool. So how much overall?
That was 12 plus 10. And now I've got
22.
Yeah.
I can do that.
And now I've got my lightning damage, which is an extra 7
Cool.
thunder damage.
Takes it to 29 damage done overall. So yeah, you bring your great axe straight down on top of it, and you cut into the visage of the man that took your ship from you. And he gets cut in half. A spurt of fake blood begins to flow out,
but then the jelly that is forming this goes back to the amorphous muddy color and then gets sucked back into the rest of it.
Oh, so it looked like the actual
It
person
actually
in
looked
colour and
like the
everything.
actual person in color.
Fucking
Yeah.
grim. It is
That's
a ditto.
cool.
So
Yeah.
imagine like Captain America, he like slices through with it twice and just like sends a bolt of lightning into his fucking
Hell
form
yeah.
straight
Yes.
back into the form.
But yes, that is your turn, which brings it to Jacques
Money?
Monnier.
Hey, yeah.
Your turn.
I shout to the captain. Captain, can you hear Tusker?
I will be able to in a moment. Give me a second. I am just getting ready. You go first.
Okay, fantastic. Now that I know this, I shall not. In that case, I'm going to quickly roll over to Click, and then cast Bark Skin on her.
Thank you.
Okay.
And that is my turn, because I can't do
Awesome.
anything else.
Yeah.
So you've got an AC of 16 at the moment.
That'll do nice. Can I just confirm? Do you actually roll over to me?
Combat
But
roll
really
like an
ba-
absolute pro.
But really
That was a
badly.
fantastic combat roll. That would look excellent if we were in a community play.
Ah, wonderful.
You have an acting talent, perhaps as a stuntman.
I think I would be the main star.
Would you like to play me when I put a production of my life on?
I am already contractually obliged to play myself.
That is true. Although we could get somebody else to play you. Perhaps
Me.
Perhaps
Perhaps me.
me, or maybe Bill, but you do the voice. But now that you have moved, I will move after you, because I am a polite captain. He is going to run up to Tusker, place a hand on his back, and give him back.
I don't want him to die, but I also kind of do.
You got lots of health, yeah.
Many healths. All the healths.
You get 26 points of HP back.
It's not bad.
That's not the best.
I rolled pretty well.
What did it wipe out? 90 something.
110 to 14.
96.
No, 80 something, was it? 80? Is that right?
96.
96. Yes.
26 back.
But remember, was that including the surprise? That's not including.
That included the
That
surprise.
included the surprise run.
Okay,
as
so
well.
that's two attacks.
Technically two runs.
And then it fucked you in the mind.
Did you use a legendary action on me?
No.
Or was it not got legendary actions?
No, he doesn't. It's just pretty fucking strong.
I'm level 10!
Yeah, but so you're fighting stronger things.
Oh, my armor class has gone down as well.
Yes. Yeah.
My initiative is -2.
Oh dear.
That's funny. So that now brings it to Aura. Oh wait, no. As Flowers does this, he's going to do a combat roll backwards. He's like, I can do a roll too. But as he does so, he's going to throw one of his two. Oh no, he's not. He's going to throw a dagger into the air. But as it does so, it gets kind of like a spinning. Light around it, and then begins to float in the air and appears. It's a dagger that has sort of like a spectral sword around it, and that's going to float in the air nearby. Bless you!
Thank you. I think I got pollen up my nose during that
That will
roll.
happen. If you want, I have some antihistamines.
I don't want him to die. He's too funny. Oh.
I think we're likely to die first.
Yeah, he was very much.
But yes, that brings it to Aura's turn.
Yes, right. Question. My monkey stunning strike, right?
Mm-hmm.
That a full action or that a bonus action?
Your stunning strike is as a normal action, but you after you attack, you can say that was a stunning strike. Spend a key point
Yeah.
to cause it to be a stunning strike.
So I need to do a melee attack to be able to use that.
Yeah,
but
so
that-
you
I
can
just
call
use
it
that
a
as
stunning
part of-
strike after you've done an attack. You
Got
have
ya.
to hit with an attack and then be like, I'm going to call that a stunning strike and spend a key point.
But me also doesn't want to touch this thing because I'm gonna have to punch it. And that. Oh no, I could just like hit it with my spear. I forgot about that. Tally ho! Right, go into the air. And,
Cool.
So we Aura click click tweet tweet bird noise tweet tweet. I forget her name. She's gonna say, just to give Bill a wee nod, like, thanks for helping me, dear. That's not my voice. I can't do my voice.
Just old lady voice.
No, I can't do it. I'll say to Bill, thanks for helping me along, dear. And then Ninja Nan take off, fly over to him, spears out, and I want to try and spear this mother sludger 2 times, and then
Cool.
yeah. That's...
Roll it.
But yeah. Well, you could have gone. You. What are you?
Is it a 6 or a 9? Is that the question?
It's a 9.
So I got
Every fucking time.
I got an 8, and then I also got a 15.
Okay, neither of those will hit, unfortunately.
Can I still do a stunning strike?
No, you can't.
as
You
part
can
of
spend a key point to do a flurry of blows and get 2 extra attacks, or you can bonus action attack as normal.
that? Ooh, could I do a stunning strike if I do that?
You can. I will let you stack them. Yeah.
So I will spend a key point to do a flurry of blows.
2 more attacks.
So I
So
have 2 more attacks.
you
two more
stab at
attacks
it
to
twice with your spear, and then as you miss that, you're close enough that you can kick it twice with your talons.
hit. Yeah. And then can I do a stunning strike as part of that flurry?
Oh,
of blows?
if you hit, yeah, I'll let
Okay.
it happen.
Cool.
I've just seen something I forgot about. I can rage to avoid surprise attacks.
You tit.
I'm not used to being a barbarian.
That's a 9. That's a 6.
Barbarian.
A barbarian.
So-
I'm not
Baba
used to not
Brian.
being captain.
Sure, neither of those hit.
What did you get?
I got a 12 and I got a 9.
So what was the highest you got that didn't hit?
15.
Okay, cool.
We need to get Robin some dice where the 6 and the 9 are just written.
It's because I don't know where the dot. I have to like compare it for ages. Like, is that a 6? Is that a 9?
Unfortunately, you do not hit with any of those, which brings it on to Bill. Bill is going to pull up his crossbow and he's going to shoot. He will.
Well, that's going to be a one-hit KO, isn't
He
it?
will actually get a crit,
Oh!
which does double damage and 1d6 bleeding damage.
Because
Cool.
they're so good at bleeding, those
Yeah.
sludge monsters.
So that'll be 15 points of damage from Bill as he shoots it directly into one of the faces, which explodes, and a
cool.
part of it begins to drip with ooze that dissipates when it hits the ground.
Nice.
That's fucking sick.
That's pretty cool.
Go Bill.
Yeah.
You're doing really well. Why I'm just going to stand back and watch.
And then as he does that, he's going to point at Tusker and be like, he's going to say, ignore any of its taunt. Well, he's not, because he can't fucking talk, can he?
Bill.
Yeah. Bill's going to point at Tusker and give a thumbs up and a wink, and you get a D10 Bardic Inspiration.
Fucking love that. Is
I
he
need to
coming
remember
home?
about that. I'm going to put it on my tablet.
Which brings it back round to the Oobleck. The Oobleck is now going to shoot one shoot one pseudopod at Tusker and the other at Aura above it. The one at Tusker will be a
It would have taken
a 16 to hit,
Yeah, that hits now.
and the one at Aura will be a 13 to hit.
Thomas! But I would have hit if I didn't have a bark skin. So thank you.
Fuck yes.
Very nice. So yes, against Tusker it does.
Woodbird.
Oh wait, could that... No, that wouldn't count. These things don't count as ranged weapons, do they?
What do?
Oh no, it's jelly
The
things.
the pseudopods, the sexy pod.
It does 10 bludgeoning damage, and it's only 5. 7 psychic damage.
So it does 13 damage.
13 damage overall.
Well, that's not great when you're at such low health.
And then Aura, can you please make a Wisdom saving throw for me?
I mean, I don't have a choice, do I?
No, you don't.
I'm waiting for the moment
no.
where it does that to me. Horrifying image comes out.
What did you get?
Got a 6.
That will unfortunately fail.
Hey, I'm getting the...
I'm getting ready to rip up my character sheet.
I'm ready to chuck my iPad across the room.
I am not used to taking damage.
Oh, as a player in total, you mean being Tholme a lot? Yeah.
You never take
Can you please take 31 points of psychic damage?
Ooh la la!
I'm very used to not taking
And
damage.
can you
then
please
taking-
subtract
Lots of damage.
1 from all of your ability scores?
Yeah, but I don't know what that'll.
Just make a note of it.
No, but I don't know
Well,
how that'll
I'll-
change my
I'll-
thing.
so-
I just have screenshots of it.
Got you. No
I'll do
worries.
it and send you
Unfortunately.
new screenshots.
Okay.
So you should actually stay pretty much the same, apart from your wisdom and your charisma. How much do you use them?
Well, apart from the saving throws, not a lot.
The wisdom saving throw you just did, yeah.
Oh dear, we're getting fucked in the butthole.
I'm doing pretty okay, actually.
Right.
Bonjour.
Bonjour.
Enjoy your new stats, Nat.
Thank you.
You're not Nat, I've been editing Pokemon. There you go, enjoy your new stats. Click, click.
Your AC. Yeah, oh, by the way, if your AC does get lowered, it's always 16. It can't be lowered from 16 whilst you're bark skinned.
Ah, okay.
Doesn't matter what
cool.
happens.
Yeah,
to you.
Bart Skin's always 16.
Cool.
Oh no.
Save.
Okay,
Sorry, Jessica. What's your AC at the moment?
14,
Shit. Did you not have a really high AC?
16.
What armor are you wearing?
None. It's
None,
barbarian. Barbarians have natural armor.
And I, because, what is, it's Constitution? No, it's not, it's Dex.
It runs off of Dex and Con for barbarians. They add 2 things to it. Same as monks. Barbarians and monks both have some level of natural armor, and it automatically works out from in barbarians it's Con and Dex. In monks it's Dex and Wisdom.
Yeah, and because my Dex is fucking shit.
Mine is 16. Because I wear.
'Cause you're a ranger.
I wear, what's it called?
Pantyhose.
That.
Corsets.
That's my evening wear. I wear, no,
And
what's
just
it
that.
called?
Corset. Corset.
Scale mail.
Oh.
Scale mail, which is kind of like, basically, it's kind of like what the blackfish wears.
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
It's
what
like,
Blackfish
it's
wears.
not metal, but it's like, well, it is kind of, no, it is metal, but it's like really, really small little bits of, like,
Yeah,
squares of metal.
It's small plates of metal on leather armor.
Yeah.
It looks like scales, that's
Yeah.
why they call it scale mail.
Sweet.
Cool.
So that is its turn, which brings it back to Tusker.
Get it.
It's a 16. I'll take it.
All right.
Right, so that.
If it was a 6, I'd argue against it.
It was a 6.
Yeah. No.
He
Now,
just-
now I know one of them's hit. I'm not gonna attack recklessly.
You have to declare it beforehand anyway.
Thank you. I knew that.
Well, you don't know whether one of them's hit yet because you haven't said.
It's 16 plus.
Connor,
Oh,
that's...
mind you, my thing is.
Oh,
low.
it is a 16. I thought that was a 6.
You thought it was a 91.
I thought it was a 6.
Right. Okay. So my first one is a. What do I add to it? 21.
Okay, that will hit. Yes.
D12 plus 1 is 8 damage on my first attack.
Cool.
Is that-
No, it's
oh,
not even worth it. Not
No.
even worth it. If I was gonna roll my inspiration, but roll a max, bring up to 13. Okay, so that one doesn't hit, but I've still got my lightning damage.
Yes, you do.
Which is an additional 8.
Awesome.
Oh, which you should be doing a saving throw for. Sorry.
Should
should've
I?
told you.
What's
Yeah.
the save?
Dex.
Dex.
Otherwise, you'll take half of 8.
That's 5. It'll
No.
fail. So it would have failed the first one. I rolled 2. And the second one the one for this damage will be a 18.
So no, the 2d6 under damage I can only do once. So
You can only do once.
once per round. So
Cool.
that
No, I was
first
thinking
one
I rolled the first one, so it failed the last time you did it, just
Oh,
to double
okay.
check, and then this one it would pass. So I'll take half on this one.
Okay, cool. Yep. So that would be 4.
Cool.
Okay. That's me. That's me.
Cool. Yeah, it's not looking great.
Really?
Yeah, it's some of the faces that it begins to form are starting to look a little bit less screamy and more just a bit meh.
Okay.
There's just a little bit less energy in the
How's
whole
Donald Shipface looking?
thing. He disappeared after you cut him in half.
Thank
But yes, that brings it on to Jacques Monnier.
Thank you for pronouncing it correctly.
Correctly.
I'm gonna sort of, Because I'm not engaged with it, I'm just going to roll a little bit further away, so I'm sort of like 30 feet away from it.
I should move away as well.
And then I'm going to cast flame arrows on my quiver, and
Cool.
that's into my turn.
All right, cool.
Is it like Beric Dondarrion where you like...
Flame sword.
No, I literally touch it, and to all intents and purposes of what you see, nothing happens. Only when I draw an arrow does it come on fire. So I'm just running around doing nothing.
Yeah, here's me like bleeding to fuck. Being like, what are you doing?
Great repositioning, Jack.
Don't worry, it will all pay off soon. Don't
Did you
kill
do a
it
bleed
in the
on him?
next round.
Oh, guys, I remembered with the bleed. He took some bleed of 5 points.
Yes.
Yeah.
Pretty good though.
Yeah, almost full bleed.
Guys, in the future, remind me to cast flame arrows within an hour of when we think our combat might.
I will remind you.
Because it's a fucking waste of a move.
Highs or lows?
Highs.
Cool. Just a thing.
Okay. Thank you.
So yes, that brings it to Captain Flower's turn. He is going to, first of all, compliment Jack. Jack, as I said, great work on your repositioning. From there, you have a good line of sight.
And my charisma goes up, I assume. Yes?
No.
No, shut
He will then do something fairly similar and will duck and dive, like in a he leaps, does like a parkour roll, and then gets back up. And he will be like, "I can do it too,
With Gandu.
with a can-do attitude."
Fuck, how old is that fucking
That's a
advert?
very
is that
old
with
advert.
frog wipes?
Yeah, yeah. I used them as a baby.
I don't remember
They're
that.
I used those as like an
toilet wipes,
18-year-old.
they're like,
Oh no, I don't. I
can
just
do.
use baby wipes.
Oh, hi.
And it was like a frog packet.
I
or
can
something.
do it too with can-do. Yeah, it was a frog packet, and I remember one time my mum got the not frog packet, and I was really upset.
And it's a
One of
weird-
those fucking refill pads.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the subliminal message was going to be. It's like, when you're trying to wipe your child's ass, use a frog.
Not a poisonous tree frog.
I don't know.
Because they'll trip off their balls.
Literally.
A bunch of fucking kids in a playground going, Timmy, can you see that?
Is that there?
So yes,
Ribbit.
Flowers will then, he's going to throw a dagger at the creature, which will miss with a nat 1.
Oh shit.
Into
his own tits.
Oh, I'm so sorry. He throws this dagger straight into the side of Tuska's head. Getting a critical hit on Tuska.
Oh, but Jesus.
Tusker! Does it knock out a tusk?
No.
Because if so,
so it does
I
normal
will sell
damage.
it to my friends in the black market.
Does normal damage, so you take 6 damage from it.
Oh, because
but-
of the dagger.
Piercing,
Okay.
so you take 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it hits you so perfectly in the side of the head, it pierces your skull, and some of your brain fluid begins to leak out, and it kind of makes you, like, it basically gives you a minor concussion.
Yeah, sure. I'm sure when the brain fluid leaks out.
Look,
that's
this is
some
D&D
minor
rules.
concussion.
And you take a -4 to all attacks, ability checks, and saves for the next 2 hours.
You've been shit mixed, such as Jim.
Yeah.
You've been seriously
Oh no,
shit
this
mixed.
is how it begins. The ocean madness.
-4 to everything.
Everything.
Except for initiative rolls.
Including everything.
Everything.
Yes.
-4 to everything.
All D20 rolls you make, -4 from them. For the next
You
2 hours.
are getting shit mixed. That is a good expression there.
Can
Rob.
we
Shit,
can
mate.
we short rest after?
It's if you short rest, it'll still be going for another hour.
Can we double?
No, you can short rest for 2 hours.
You can, yeah, but
Whilst your brain
It's just
fluid,
that
whilst
it-
we mush your brain fluid back in there.
It's not a short rest. It's a short rest.
Oh no, catch it in a bucket.
Catch it with your
Make him
drum.
drink it. Put it back up his nose.
as this happens,
His trunk. Can you just get your trunk to the side?
Just like a loop.
as this happens, Captain Flowers is gonna shout like, "Oh no, I'm very sorry, my loyal," and he's gonna look at like what he's written on his hand. "My loyal head chef, I am very, very sorry."
Is Slowly rubbed it away in the sweat.
But I will give you a bonus for that later. Please don't tell HR.
Wait, what?
But
What
as this
bonus is
happens,
gonna be? A blowjob?
as the floating sword dagger thing is now going to swipe at the Oobleck itself.
Oh, sick.
Oh, so we took it back out as well. Okay.
No, it's the one he threw up into the air before that was floating.
Oh,
That is going to get a 22 to hit, which
Oh,
will hit. Doing
come on, man. I'm so
You're
sorry.
so upset.
Not been great.
It's a good thing you've got an easily adjustable.
doing
couch.
8 damage. Not a huge amount, but it will do.
At least I've got a fucking shit horde of hit die to roll.
Which brings it to Aura's turn. Aura, what are you going to do?
Right. So, Tusker got shit mixed.
He did.
How shit mixed is this Oobleck?
He's not looking great.
It's not looking great.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. My plan. I want to try and hit it twice with my spear. First off, let's keep to routine, keep to pattern. Fuck. That's we are very much keeping to pattern here. That's a 10 and a 17.
The 17 will hit.
Oh shit!
That is fucking sick.
Right. So 17. Do I have to say beforehand if I want to use?
No, you can use Stunning Strike after you've hit.
Yeah. So first off, I'll roll damage for that, and then first off, damage. My first attack will be an 8,
Yes.
and then I'd like to. Oh shit!
Stunning Strike it.
Yes, please. And that is a con save.
Cool. It will make a con save. It got 25.
So I'll pass that con save.
Yes.
Ooh. Wait. So how do I have to roll against the con save? Or?
No, con save, so it's your DC, so it's 8 plus your proficiency plus your wisdom modifier.
It beats it.
It will beat it.
Yeah.
I want to do the mental math.
So, what's your wisdom modifier?
+1.
So, it'll probably be, 13?
13.
Yeah.
Would be correct. Right. Anywho's, that was fun. And I'd like to spend again. That was a one.
Oh my god, sorry, I've been forgetting. Right, do your turn and then I need to do something. I
What?
get like +3 damage on like everything else.
Oh, you do. You've hit it a number of times. We'll work out how many times you've hit it.
How many attacks do you get a turn?
2.
Have you missed any?
Missed 1.
So 3.
3. So I'll add 9 damage.
9
on.
damage on. There you go. We're
Wait, just start again.
Just-
I'm
just-
sorry for interrupting. I just like what.
Yeah.
So you're going to flurry of blows?
Yes, I'm going to
Awesome.
flurry blows. Oh yeah. That was a 20 and I hit it with my hand. That is a 14 and a 16.
The 16 will hit.
Okie dokies. Oh, that's a 3.
3 damage.
Yeah. That was a 20. It fell over. It's very sad. It's very emotional. That's not helping. Be quiet, young man. That's very
Awesome.
rude. That's very
That
rude,
brings it
you
on to
know.
Bill's turn. Bill is going to once again shoot with his crossbow. He will get a natural 1.
Tusker's ready.
I'm
He
a-
doesn't have two tusks for 2 brain leaks.
No, trunk.
Sorry. What
You're
did I say?
gonna fill out your
Tusk.
tusk and jam it in your head to try and
Oh, my
stem
fucking
the flow.
skull.
As this happens, his bolt, he's walking along and he trips on a tree root, which as he's firing his bolt, and it will go way too high and it will hit Aura.
I saw that.
Fucking hell. So wait, are we in a bit of, we're in a bit of a clearing here, right?
Yeah.
So the ceiling is higher up.
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
That will do 12 damage to Aura.
Ow.
And you hear in your head, "Oh, I'm terribly sorry, Aura.
Young man, we're going to have a word
Don't
about
worry,
your
I've got a potion. You can have it afterwards.
You little shit.
I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm so. Please don't. Oh, it's not the ocean madness. I promise.
Or is it?
It's not.
Oh, so now my actions on the boat weren't looking so crazy after all.
That brings it back to
The
the.
second one of us he shot.
It is, yeah. That brings it back to the Oobleck. The Oobleck is going to
just
shoot 2 pseudopods up at Aura.
Ah, fuck.
The first will miss, and the second one will be a 17 to hit.
Is this a ranged weapon?
No, it's not.
You sure? 'Cause
Yes.
it's shooting it out.
That'll be a
Technically, that's
17
ranged.
to hit.
I think it's a ranged weapon.
It's not. Because it shoots a pseudopod that is attached to it out.
That gonna hit me.
Yes.
That gonna do some. Yeah, that. Yeah, no, I'm probably dead. I'm most likely dead.
Oh, dead.
But you're down.
Out, potentially. If it does the amount of damage that it did to him earlier, then I'm shit mixed.
It does 20 bludgeoning damage.
Uh-oh.
And,
Well, there's an and there. 20.
Oh, she's good.
and 7 psychic damage.
Oh, she's still good.
You're still good.
I mean, she's not great.
She's
15.
not doing great.
Okay.
And then
That fucking tortured smile that you've got on right now. Like, I'm so fucking fine.
James, highs or lows?
You know.
Crap! Ah! Shit!
Yeah, you're right. That thing would have definitely turned the tide.
No, it would have just. It would have.
It breathes fire!
Yeah, but it also just scuttles into trees.
I can activate it! Fuck it. Jesus.
Highs or lows?
You know, Jacques Monnier always likes it low.
You chose wrong.
Shit. Merde.
Who would you rather it attack now of these two?
It's a difficult one.
I thought you said aura.
I know.
It came up to one. I'm like, oh.
I quickly pull out my dice.
There.
Tusker.
So it's going to attack Tusker. Tusker, can you make a wisdom saving throw, please?
13.
That will fail.
Yep.
Can you please subtract 2 from all of your ability scores?
2? So it's minus 3 in total now?
Yeah.
Fuck me.
Make sure it's temporary.
Yeah, I worked out that I can't. I'll just go back and add.
Alright, cool. So we know you've had 3 from all of them. It's fine. And you take...
Connor. Right, wait, hold on. Just before we get the rest of it, just give us the lowdown on your character sheet right now. How are you feeling, Connor, after that last hit?
Okay, armor class 12.
You're below Ibathane!
My strength is +0.
Oh.
My wisdom is +0. My intelligence is +1. My charisma is 0. And my dexterity -3.
Minus 3.
What's the actual number? What's the score?
So my dexterity is 5.
Can you also
wait,
take
if it
33
reaches-
psychic damage?
if it
I'm down. I'm gone. Bye bye.
Oh my god.
If it reaches 0, he dies.
If his dex reaches 0.
If it reaches 2, he can't walk.
Holy shit.
How do we heal
You're
this?
actually, to be fair, you are actually 1 point. I just remember. So you are 1 AC point above Ibathane. So you're 1 AC point above if you weren't wearing armor, as a normal person.
30 what? What was it?
33 points of damage.
How does one get rid of hence shit mixing of the character?
Make a religion, medicine, or arcana check.
I will also make us this check. We
Oh,
have disadvantage.
We have disadvantage.
That was psychic damage, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Cheers.
What was it? Religion?
Religion, medicine, or arcana.
I am shit at all 3.
Oh, okay, not bad. 17.
Okay, yeah.
It.
Aura, in your long travels of being very, having been alive for a very long time, you will have
Alive.
encountered probably some adventurers that came past areas you were in, having been gravely injured or having had their vitality drained. You would know that a
Were they
sufficiently
looking for the deck of many things held by a dwarf?
potentially, yeah. You would know that a sufficiently powerful cleric can heal this kind of damage.
Okay, but we can't do anything on this.
Over
island.
time, it would heal.
Over
So if
time.
you rest, you would have a chance to heal it up.
Did these adventurers by any chance say, we actually know a cleric who might be able to do that? Have you seen him? He has our deck of many
Yeah, they
things.
did. They said explicitly that. It was actually a small tabaxi that said this. Said exactly that.
Getting slightly older.
Yeah, quite an elderly tabaxi at that point. It would be
She's doing
because it'd be
well.
6.
No,
no,
that was 40 years
Yeah,
prior.
that
And
was
the nurse
40
is 20
years
years
prior.
ago, so this is 20 years
So-
later from that.
yeah.
So she'd be 20 something.
She'd be like
Almost
a
30.
young adult tabaxi asked you
She's
this.
not settling down. She's still traveling.
She's not. She's still travelling around.
Still getting
But
shit
yes,
done, taking
that
the
is the Ublex turn, which brings it to Tusker. Tusker, you can make a death save for me, please.
She's still,
can.
she's still collecting candles. Fine. And pieces of shit.
Yep, that's a 9.
That's a fail.
Yep.
Cool. So that brings it to Jacques Monier's turn.
Bonjour.
Bonjour. Ça va? Ça va? Ça va?
We have reached the extent of my French.
Voulez-vous coucher avec moi ce soir?
Oui.
I'm glad you think.
Yeah, okay, cool. So I'm going to use...
I'm in, boys.
Right. Because I got my 2 attacks, I'm going to start off with my longbow. I'm going to draw one of my flaming arrows, and I'm going to fire it. So I pull this arrow out, and as I lock it in my lock it and knock it, it ignites.
Yes.
It's the first time I've played a character that uses archery, and, which is weird considering I'm actually a decent
archer,
archer in real
yeah.
life. So that's a 25 to hit.
Twill hit.
Twill hit. Sweet. It's not on its full health, right?
No, it's not.
Okay, so I get an extra D8
You do.
damage. So it's 5. 8 plus 4. It's 12 damage.
12 damage.
And then it does an extra D6 damage from the fire damage.
Ooh!
A 6. Is it weak to fire damage?
It is not in the way you think, though. How much?
Oh.
How much fire damage?
6 fire
6
damage.
fire damage.
Is it dependent on the amount of damage you do, what it does?
No, I'm just doing a really simple calculation in my brain that I'm
The answer's,
mind blanking on.
the answer's 200.
Can I ask what 7 plus 6 is?
13.
13, cool.
Do you know what? I'm really glad you said 13 as well, because that was, on my part, a complete guess.
I'm really upset.
It was just one of those things where it's just like 7 plus 6, that's easy. What is it?
6 plus 6 plus 1.
Yeah, I know.
Ooh.
That's what I do.
So,
That's worrying.
as your flame arrow hits it, it kind of, the flame goes out, but you can see the faces go from looking, so they originally looked like in pain, terror, but they switch from looking like they are in pain to looking very, very sad. It was just a bit like, kind of glum.
Okay. I will do... Well, I was going to use my pistol for my second round, but I'll do that again then. I'll use my longbow again.
Okay.
Because I can do fire damage with that.
Yes.
But it does less damage overall. But, okay. Right, so I'm going to roll a hit.
I think they'll just look like.
That's a nat 20.
Fuck-a-diddle shits. Awesome. I will draw a card. This is piercing damage.
I told you I am magnificent.
Cool. I'll draw one till it does something interesting. Because how would you like to kill it? It's on 2 HP, so the minimum you can do is more than...
I warn you, after this, I will be unbearable.
Shit.
Admittedly, yeah, there's no point in me doing crit cards because it's...
I would like for the arrow to like hit it in the center, splooge into the center, and then the flames sort of just start to die out, and then just the whole thing explodes.
Cool, that's exactly what happens. The dead form, well, the unconscious form of Tusker, and the underside of Aura get covered in gross, foul-smelling slime. But the other 3 of you are sufficiently far away that you don't get touched at all. And yes, that you have managed to kill it.
Shit. That was on my first attack.
Is that the first thing you hit?
Well, no, second time. But we will gloss over this.
Congratulations, my quartermaster. I knew there was a reason I promoted you. Give me one moment. I'm going to revive our head chef. He walks over to you, and you get back 40 HP.
Fuck.
Ooh. Cool.
As he does that, and at the same time, he's going to look up at you, Aura, and look down at you, Tusker. Be like, both of you look pretty ill.
Yes.
How are you feeling?
My bones, it's not.
Are they better or worse than normal?
Oh, much worse, my dear.
That is not good. What about you, Tusker?
I would like to say
Your natural elephantine sheen has disappeared. As you kind of get up, you stumble around, and you're very uncoordinated, especially with a dex of 5. Yeah.
this looks like a battle you will wish to forget, but you cannot.
I don't know. My intelligence is down considerably.
Can I clean myself off?
I would just like to say that the use of the sentence "my bones" then deserves inspiration.
It does, yeah, I'll give you that. You get an inspiration.
Oh, I've got inspiration.
You have-
And a D10 to spend at some
yeah.
point.
Can I? What's the pool? Can I clean
The
myself
pool
off?
is very muddy and disgusting water.
Oh, fuck.
Oh no, it's not. I use shape water to make 5 foot of it clear.
Ah, cool. Yep, you now have the most. Actually, it's about 5 foot across, so yep, the water's now
And I'll
clear.
like bubble it up into a ball. So
Cool. You can kind of just put her in the ball and then take her out of
I'm
the ball.
like a bird, just like plucks its feathers. I'm just,
One of
You
my
won't be able to
many
fly for a
skills.
little bit because you're wet, but
I'm just like, oh.
it'll take about 20 minutes to dry off sufficiently.
Can I ask?
Can I just
Yes.
use shape water to pull all the water off and back into the ball?
Yeah,
Sick.
you can fly again.
What do I have to do to regain these?
Very good.
So over time they will regain, but Aura would know that a sufficiently powerful spell will be able to make it a bit better.
Young man, you might be like this for much longer than you would want, but we could get you to someone who's a bit powerful who can heal. But for the time being, you're kind of stuck like this, my child. And I'm
dear.
so sorry. Bill! Where's that fucking potion, you little shit?
Flowers looks at Bill and looks at you. Is like, I did not know Bill had a potion.
Fuck.
How did you know? Have you been touching him?
Well, I assume.
Bill, well done.
I assume since what?
She's a beautiful bird.
Oh, what? Oh, if I was younger, my dear, I would maybe consider it. But Bill, since he shot
Ah,
me,
you cougar.
I assumed.
Or
that
whatever the
since-
bird equivalent is.
that since
Ah, you falcon.
I was also thinking falcon.
Yeah.
I assumed that since he shot me, he might have something to repay the favor.
Bill kind of comes over and he hands you a potion. Roll.
Oh,
If you drink it,
penetrating you in one way
2d4
or
plus 2.
another.
2d4 plus 2. What'd you say?
No, it'd be 4d4 plus 4.
I just said penetrated you in one way or another
Oh, that's fucking terrible.
with an arrow.
Oh my god. 12.
Yeah, you get back 12.
Well,
Which is
nine.
exactly the amount of damage he did to you.
Thank you, young man.
He gives you a nod and then he says, and in your brain, it's like, in future, please try and be a bit more careful.
I kind of grip his arm, like, young man, you've done so well. Just like slowly tighten my grip on it, like, you would be best. Just stay quiet for the time being.
I just
He cannot have a choice. He has to stay quiet.
Quieter than he already is.
I would just walk past and go, hurts, does it not? And
And then hobble off.
then I just say to him, I look at the captain and just go, my arrows, like my penis, when they penetrate, leave behind a burning sensation.
You know I can fix that for you. I have the spell to get it better.
Don't worry, I have a prescription.
But in the meantime, I should probably use that spell on our elephantine friend here.
What, the burning...
Gonna give you a bit of your sheen back.
Oh yeah, and without asking, I dump you in the bubble and then just off.
Can you help?
Come here, my elephantine friend. And he kind of grabs hold of your tusks, gives them a little rub, gives you a rub on the top of your nose.
That is incredibly
and then
appropriate in his
kisses the
culture.
tip of your
Trunk.
your trunk, and then goes, you should feel a bit better now, and you can add 1 to all of your ability scores.
It's a powerful spell.
As he casts his,
That's a powerful.
casts greater restoration on you.
It's a powerful kiss.
What can I ask? Is he a bard?
No, he's a cleric.
He's
Cleric.
a cleric.
Oh no, he's a cleric. Fuck.
Oh, you actually get 2 back.
To everything.
Yes.
Fuck
That
it.
is
That's what
fucking
doodle
dope.
do.
That's
That's
not bad.
good.
Young Jack, you did so well in the
Well
battle.
done,
Your
Jack.
parents must be so proud of the man you've become today.
I doubt that very much.
Thank you very much. It is pronounced Jacques.
Ah, Jack, it's fine there, I know.
I'm pretty sure my mother fucked a genie.
Now,
Maybe the other way around.
Yeah, we never brought this up. I constantly look moist.
He does. He looks
I'm
constantly a little bit wet.
Water genie.
I don't know how that. I can't really picture that in my head.
Just, you know, like that fresh out. He always has like little droplets of water,
Fresh
like
out
he's
the
fresh
shower.
out the shower,
Mm-hmm.
and then they'll
Like
disappear.
I've
It
been
look-
running.
yeah, like he's always a bit sweaty, but he doesn't look sweaty.
Yeah.
Weird.
We better not come across this Kraken. We're not ready.
What do you mean? We can't take the Kraken. We will catch him by surprise. I have a plan.
Tusker looks at his character sheet.
Do not worry. We can have a quick rest.
I would very much appreciate a quick rest.